You know, they was bugged the hell out. All right, so right here it says. Alright, because if you go right here, matter of fact, I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go to John. So people scattered, going to Deuteronomy 28:64. They were scattered worshiping what? Wood and stone. Alright, they worship all those idols and stuff, man. It says Deuteronomy 28:64. It said, Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even to the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou or thy fathers had known, even wood and stone. All right. So that's what's going on, man. Let me get this Deuteronomy 31. That's it. Yeah. All right, 31. 19. Yep. It says right here, matter of fact. Yep, it says Deuteronomy 31:16. It said, Yahweh said unto Moses, Behold, thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, and this people rise up and go a whoring after gods of the strangers of the land, where they be go to be among them, will forsake me and break my covenant which I made with them. It said, Then my anger shall be kindled against them that day I forsake them. I will hide my face from them, and they shall be devoured. Many evil troubles shall befall them, so that they will say in that day, Are not the evil come upon us, because God is not among us? I will surely have my face in the day, all the evils they shall have wrought, in that they are turned unto other gods. All right, you know. So it's talking about during this time. You know, Jake wonder why they in the ghettos and all this stuff. They think the Most High. They don't believe in the Most High, all these bad things. How they don't understand that is actually them, man. It's doing that, all right. They don't worship no false gods, man. All right. I'm gonna go back. Let me see. You can get right here. Let me see, Judges. Cause those same gods. They on the different names, man. You know, Apollo, all that song, all that's on the raw. It's raw, man. All them the same guys, man. But this is the future. It says what? All right. It said the angel Yahweh came upon Gilgal to Bochum. He said, I made you to go up out of Egypt and have brought you out to the land which I swear unto your father. And I said, I would never break my covenant with you. And ye should make no league with the inhabitants of the land. You should throw down their altars, but have not obeyed my voice. Why have you done this? Wherefore also I said, I am not drive them out from before you. They should be as thorns in your sides, and their gods should be a snare unto you. And it came to pass, when the angel of Yahweh spake the words unto the children of Israel, the people lift up voice. They wept, man. All right. But those same gods, those Canaanite gods, sung all the same thing that you compare the gods of Canaan and Greeks, same thing, man. All right, same thing. Okay, it says right here. All right, so we go back to let me see, it's the site search. Let's go to, yeah, I think that's about it, man. Oh, okay, it goes some more. It said, the Jews in these communities were called Romaniot, a Hellenistic Latin term implying they live in the empire of the second Rome, meaning Greece. They developed customs Now notice Mikhak, Romeo. They translate traditional Jewish prayers to Greek and recited them in Greek, although the prayers were written with Hebrew less. It said the Jews' political existence was tenuous, and they absorbed from the Greeks before the birth of Hamashiach and Christ more than the Greeks absorbed from them. Okay. It says, all right, so this was who Yahushua told me. He said, well, when Yahushua talking to the two Israelites in John 7 verse 35 and through 8, and they be like, would he go among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? All right, because they was just who. It says John 7:35. He said, then said the Jews among themselves, whether he will go that we should not find him, will he go to disperse among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? It said the disperse among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles. Who's dispersed? The Israelites, man. All right, the dispersed, you read that Deuteronomy 28 and 64. All right, I'll keep going there. Okay, so it says it said these communities of Rome developed throughout the Byzantine period, which lasted approximately 476 to 1453 CE. Life was not always easy for Jews. They were pressured to accept the Christian Messiah. No, some Jakes accepted him. Now I don't know if he's talking about is he talking about the the original Christians, Jake, who they believe in Yahushua. They kept they saying the truth, spreading the truth. Or you talking about some other, but anyway, it said, but they were also recognized as descendants of the chosen people, protected by law. It said many Jewish communities, many Israelite communities identify themselves with certain industry. For example, the community of thieves would consist of 2,000 Jews dominated the silk industry, while Crete Jews were producers and exporters of the agricultural goods. It said many Jews integrated into Greek culture. Some communities tried to maintain Hebrew by writing out sections of the Tanakh in Greek using Hebrew script. Many communities lost Hebrew entirely and still more assimilated completely and lost all identity as Jews. All right, so Jeremiah 7:14 began to take an effect, man. All right, this is what happened to him, man. All right, so you got Israelites over there. They think they Greeks. They confusion of faces, man. All right, it says because this ain't talking about doing the Babylon. Soon the Babylon period, a lot of Israelites, they knew they were still Israelites, man. It's talking about late on period, man. It says what, Jeremiah chapter 7:14. That's it. Damn. Let me see. Jeremiah 7. Let me see. Set off for this camera thing. Let me see. Continue heritage. Let me get this up. (17:4) slot. That's what I meant. All right, so you got Jeremiah 17:4. It says what? It said, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in a land which thou knowest not, for ye had kindled a fire my anger, which shall burn forever. All right, so they discontinue their heritage, man. They have it to the Jakes in Greece, over there in Africa, Asia. It was happening, man. So that prophecy had to come true. All right. You know, that's part of the curse in Deuteronomy 20:29, man. There should be a blind man groping, blind man groping, man. All right. Yeah. Yep. So, you know, that's it, man. Wait a minute, I got one more thing. Hold on. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, this the part I want to get. It said during this period, the Jewish, you know, this is ancient Jewish. Here's the Greeks and the Jews. All right, so I'm gonna go down here, skip down here. That's what I wanted to get. It said during this period, the Jewish history take place in several areas in Judah, Mesopotamia, other parts of the Middle East, and Egypt. For the dispersion of Jews began during the exile. Large, powerful groups of Jews lived all throughout the Persian Empire, later through the Hellenistic kingdom. All right, Hellenistic Greek. The Greeks brought with them a brand new concept, the polis or city-state. Among the revolutionary ideas of polis was the idea of naturalization. In the ancient world, it was not possible to become a citizen state if you weren't born in that state. If you were born in Israel and you moved to Tyre, Babylon, or Egypt, you were always an Israelite. All right, so your nationality don't change just because you scattered, man. All right, you was always an Israelite. Okay. All right. Who? This is who Paul was talking about. You read Acts chapter 2, man. All right. Let's see. Acts chapter 2, verse 1. Chapter 2. All right, it says right here, it says, and when the day of Pentecost, both Acts chapter 2, verse 1, when the day of Pentecost fully come, they were all with one accord, one place, and suddenly there came a sound from heaven as a rushing mighty wind. It filled all the house where they were sitting, and there appeared unto them cloven tongues like as fire, and it set upon each of them. And they were filled with the Holy Ghost and began to speak with the tongues, and the Spirit gave them utterance. All right, so the Yahweh gave them spiritual power to speak the other languages. All right, of the various countries where the Israelites, when we're about to read where they came from. And there will dwell at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven. All right, devout men. These are Israelites, man. Now that this was noise abroad, the multitude came together and they was confounded because that every man heard them speaking in his own language. Right, so and begin to speak the language while the Israelites came with the various countries. They begin to speak the language where the Israelites came from, man. You know, so let me get this camera focused. Damn, come on. How here every man his own tongue, wherein Parthians, Medes, Elamites, the dwellers in Mesopotamia and in Judea, Cappadocia, Pontus, Asia, Phrygia, Pamphylia, in Egypt, and parts of Libya, about Cyrene, strangers of Rome, Jews, and proselytes. All right, why would they call it, strangers, man? Because these was Israelites, man. Right? Okay. These was Israelites born in a foreign country, man. All right, your legal status is right here. It says your legal status in the country you're living will be foreigner or sojourner. All right. It said the Greeks that will allow foreigners to become citizens, and probably it became possible all throughout the Middle East for Hebrews and others become citizen states other than Jew. This is vital to understand the Jewish dispersion for the rights of the citizenship or near citizenship called politimata. Allowed Jews to remain outside Judea and still thrive. Many foreign cities throughout the Hellenistic world, the Jews formed unified solid communities. The Jews enjoy more rights and autonomy in these communities rather than at home. Sound like America, huh? All right. It said the most important event of the Hellenistic period is the translation of Torah to Greek in the Potomac, Egypt. The Greeks, in fact, was somewhat interested, not much in Jewish literature, but it was seen they wanted to copy the Jewish scriptures for elaborate Alexandria. All right, but this is it, man. All right, so when you read, when you go to let me see. Let's see, not that. All right, so when you go to Exodus 12:48, we're talking about the strangers, man. All right, it's talking about Israelites that was born in foreign lands, man. All right, it said, when the strangers shall be joined with thee, Exodus 12:48, and will keep the Passover to your house, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it. He shall be as one that was born in land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof, man. All right. So those are the strangers talking about. All right. So this is it, man. Shalom. People that Paul and these were Israelites, man. So shalom.